You're nearly an exponential adult. Approach the line behind the line. You're nearly a person pending review. At midnight, Mum said, now you're free. Dad said, good luck with that. The council sent this card to me. Report at 8, wear something flat. I packed a pen, a hopeful grin, my birth certificate in doubt. A sign said, adults, please come in. A second sign said, keep them out. Welcome, citizen, to the Bureau of Maturity, where every hope is weighed and filed and every grown-up starts a child. Leave imagination by the door. Take one leaflet, take one chair. Do not ask who put it there. I'm here to be an adult. That claim is pending scrutiny.
Take a number.
43.
Keep your panic
Small and neat.
when the little red light glows.
Stand exactly where it shows.
You're nearly a person pending review.
A citizen shaped someone like you.
Bring proof you exist and 3 copies in blue.
Then welcome to adulthood.
Pending review. Hallelujah, Q by Q.
The future waits somewhere near window 2.
You're nearly a person pending review.
First came finance and fear. A landlord takes half of your earnings each year. Gas takes the rest.
Council takes zest.
Calculate the taxable part of your cheer. Show you're working. Hide your dread.
Bread.
Use the box marked
Overhead.
My bank says no, my boiler won't go. Which phrase is approved by the state? I wrote, could somebody help me?
Incorrect.
Answer,
Fine, just great.
fine, just great.
Smile while circumstances liquidate.
Sign at the bottom, initial the top. Tick I consent or consent will stop. If ink leaves the box by a fraction or 2, your legal existence returns to the queue.
You're nearly a person pending review.
Bring proof you exist and
3 copies in blue.
you may marry, vote, borrow and rule.
When you're nearly a person pending review.
Then character, conduct and grace. Select the expression most fit for your face. When asked, how are you? Though your prospects are dire, say living the dream while your trousers catch fire. If waking one morning with 6 little legs, tick change in circumstances, fasten your eggs. Attach photographs, side view in front. Then Q for species adjustment. Is this on the syllabus?
Everything is,
Except what is relevant.
that is the quiz.
Do you have a dream?
In triplicate.
Do you have a soul?
Authenticate.
State your deepest longing.
Keep it clear and keep it short.
There isn't enough room.
Then it cannot be important.
Raise the court.
File it, stamp it,
Number it, scan it,
dream it, doubt it,
lose the form about it.
fold it, hold it.
Do exactly as you're told. The state's made man. Then revise the plan. Freedom rings during office hours. I thought becoming grown meant choosing what was right, being brave when no one watched, keeping someone safe at night, owning up when I was wrong, giving more than I was due. Is there nowhere on the form for what a person ought to do? I thought freedom meant deciding who I might become and why, not proving I'm alive to someone paid to misapply. Black ink boxes only. Morality is optional, legibility is law. Last question, no assistance, state who you are
And what you plan to do.
I'm 18, I'm frightened, and I haven't got a clue. Correct.
Correct.
Correct! Confidence would indicate a child.
Provisionally adult.
Restrictions, several.
Terms undisclosed.
Consequences.
Compulsory. He's legally a person pending review.
A government certified poo. There's jury duty, rent and passwords too. You may choose your whole future from option A through U. Now you're officially, merely, sincerely, severely a person. Whatever they call me, whatever they find, I'll find out who I am, though it takes me a while. Stand it, scan it, lose it, that it, send him down to interview too. You're nearly a person, pending review. Congratulations, you are now an adult. That's it. No, that was the entrance exam. Pending review. I saw Sheila by the fountain at 3:15, where the notices say smiling must be logged in triplicate. She was laughing without clearance, she was leaning on the rail, and the wind had moved her hair in a way not covered by the mail. I looked once, then looked again, which already broke the code. For the heart may make a journey, but it must declare the road. I should have turned, I should have known, desire is safest left alone. But something small and bright and new said, what if she has noticed you? Oh Lord, keep my head down, keep my eyes on the line, keep my hands on the paperwork, keep this foolish heart in time. For a dream not pre-authorized is a dangerous thing to start. So keep my head down, keep me useful, keep Sheila from my heart. She said morning, though it wasn't, which was charming and untrue. I said morning out of panic, though the clock said 2:30. Then she asked me what I wanted, I said nothing from B9. She said no, I mean in life I nearly crossed the warning line. I imagined us on Sunday somewhere phones could not be found, with a kettle, 2 small curtains and no cameras turned around. Then the siren in my conscience made its customary sound. Private futures are prohibited, please return your eyes to ground. I should have bowed, I should have fled, I should have thought approved thoughts instead. But something reckless, soft and true said, what if she is dreaming too? Oh Lord, keep my head down, keep my eyes on the line, keep my hands on the paperwork, keep this foolish heart in time. For a dream not pre-authorized is a dangerous thing to start. So keep my head down, keep me useful, keep Sheila from my heart. Maybe love is just a clerical mistake, a box we tick because we cannot bear the blank. Maybe hope is an unauthorized break, and every kiss a small withdrawal from the bank. But if the rules are there to save us, why do saved men look so gray? Why does every quiet corridor feel colder every day? And if wanting makes me guilty, then I know what I have done. I wanted one small life beside her, I wanted to be someone. Oh, I wanted, that was all. No rebellion, no grand call, just her hand, a room, a chair, a little world that was ours to share. Oh, Lord, lift my head now, let me look at what is mine. Let me tear through the paperwork, let my foolish heart resign. For a dream not pre-authorized may be all that keeps us whole, and the state can stamp my body I have barely ever met.
Keep my head down,
Keep my
eyes on the line,
keep my hands,
on the paperwork.
keep this foolish heart in time.
I will not go to the fountain. I will not step out of line. I will not think of Sheila
At 9:15.
You looked at me beside the fountain, as though fountains meant romance. You were staring past your station, which is not a lawful stance. You were trembling like a leaflet that had slipped its proper file, and you asked if I had noticed. I had noticed for a while. I noticed every little glance, each unauthorized affection. So before you say you love me, let me offer some correction. This is for your own protection, for your safety and your health. Love is merely misdirection from your duty to the state. So I'm making a notation, nothing cruel and nothing rash. Subject shows imagination and an interest above his class. Please don't take it as rejection, it is simply what we do. This is for your own protection and the protection of us from you. You imagined little curtains, Sunday tea and somewhere warm. I admire the use of detail, it will strengthen up the form. You proposed a private future, which is charming in a way, but the future is a service you are not authorized to say. And that fountain is monitored, the benches all record. Even pigeons file impressions with the Ministry of Birds. Still I listen very closely, I'm considered very kind. I let citizens complete all the evidence against their mind. This is for your own protection, for your safety and your health. Love is merely misdirection from your duty to the state. So I'm making a notation, nothing cruel and nothing rash. Subject shows imagination and an interest above his class. Please don't take it as rejection, it is simply what we do. This is for your own protection and the protection of us from you. You said, Sheila, don't you feel it? I confess I felt a thrill. Then I checked the current guidance, feeling thrills is legal still. But to act upon a feeling, to permit it to increase, that would move from private weakness into public breach of peace. So I opened an assessment while you spoke about my eyes. Your description was excessive but commendably precise. I have copied in your mother, your employer and your priest. There's a surcharge for emotion if it lasts beyond a week. Now initialed by the margin, know the margin on the right. Signed to say you were not pressured, press quite firmly when you write. Tick the box marked free confession, tick the box marked no appeal, and describe in 20 characters exactly how you feel. This is for your own protection, for your safety and your health. Love is merely misdirection from your duty to the state. So I'm raising the notation to a formal code 4B. Subject seeks emotional contact with a person such as me. Please don't call it persecution, that would make the wording worse. This is for your own protection and the protection of the universe. There was perhaps a single moment when I wondered what you saw. Not my number, not my function, not my service to the law. Just a woman by a fountain with her hair moved by the air. And for one unguarded second, I was almost standing there. But a thought like that is selfish. Private dreams create a strain. So I logged the aberration and I certified my brain. I reported my reaction, I reported your approach, I reported that the fountain was encouraging encroachment. I reported every silence, I reported every sigh, I reported that you asked me if I ever wondered why. This is for our own protection, for the order we enjoy. Hope requires early detection, dreams are difficult to destroy. So I filed your declaration, stamped your longing, sealed your fate. Subject showed imagination at approximately 8. Please be calm during collection, they dislike a public scene. This is for your own protection. And your hearing starts at 3:15. You asked if there was any world in which I might have chosen you. There is, but I have reported that one too. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
What they expect. So they caught you by the fountain with a longing in your eye. Now you're waiting on a judgment from a clerk who won't say why. You believe the forms would save you, you believe the rules were fair. You mistook a numbered blanket for proof that someone cared. What did you expect? What did you expect? You gave them every choice you had and called it self-respect. They fed you, filed you, fined you, then they taught you to forget. When you hand the state your backbone, what did you expect? They gave you bread on Monday, so you praised them for the slice. They took the loaf on Tuesday and you thanked them twice. They found a room to house you, then they measured every wall. They promised they would catch you if they ever let you fall. You waited for permission to be angry, brave or fed. You asked them for a future, they assigned a bunk instead. What did you expect? What did you expect? You rented out your freedom for a pension and a net. They counted every heartbeat, then they charged you for the debt. When you make a cage your cradle, what did you expect? Don't misunderstand me, son, a safety net can save. But if you make it your master, it will teach you how to behave. A hand that helps you standing should not own the ground you're on. And a state that feeds your hunger should not tell you what to want. What did you expect? I expected this. Metal strikes metal, the lights go out, locks release one by one. I counted every footstep, I mapped the changing guard, I filed false confessions just to make their system hard. I loosened every bracket, I bribed the boiler vent, and while they read your love notes, we rewired the government. Run! Down the corridor, past the records, through the kitchen, mind the tray. If a clerk asked where you're going, look offended and say, hey. Don't thank us yet, don't thank us yet, don't thank us yet, don't thank us yet. The walls are down behind us, but the dogs are not upset. There's a border at the river, there are searchlights on the jet. You are out of your cell, boy, don't thank us yet. You thought freedom was a document, a seal, a desk, a date. Freedom is the breath you take before you disobey the state. It is choosing who you love when every notice says you can't. It is planting one wild question where they ordered you to plant. But do not call this victory, we have barely left the floor. There are uniforms above us and a locked and bolted door. Don't thank us yet, don't thank us yet, don't thank us yet, don't thank us yet. You have only changed the danger, not escaped the danger yet. They will call us maladjusted, they will call us a threat. When the sirens start applauding, don't thank us yet. Can you walk without a pathway? Can you choose without a form? Can you stand without a shelter when the state becomes the storm? Can you lose the little comforts that were purchased with your name? Can you live without permission? Can you carry your own flame? Carry it, carry it, carry your own flame. Don't thank us yet. No, don't thank us yet. Don't thank us yet. Freedom isn't what they give you, it is what they cannot get. Keep your head above the searchlights, keep your heart beyond their net. You are not a number now, boy, but don't thank us yet. What did you expect? A life. What did they collect? Our lives. What do we protect? The right to choose what comes next. Don't thank us yet, don't thank us yet, don't thank us yet, don't thank us yet. The gate is open, unfortunately, so is the courtyard. Run, 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 run. They promised us a world without hunger, without danger, doubt or blame. So they numbered every doorway and they standardized each name. They abolished every quarrel, they corrected every flaw. Then they found that human freedom was the final broken law. Oh, they fixed us, they improved us, they perfected us to death. Now the clocks report our footsteps and the walls record our breath. If your heart beats out a rhythm, if your dream escapes the page, if you laugh without permission, then prepare to leave the stage. Kafka-Esque, when the answer is a question and the question is a crime. Kafka-Esque, when your number signs your name and your name is serving time. Raise your voice but not a throne, break the cage but They gave everybody shelter, then inspected every bed. They guaranteed employment, then decided what you said. They removed the risk of failure. They removed the right to try. They made sadness maladaptive. They made happiness comply.
Every blessing has a barcode.
Every kindness has a fee.
They built heaven with a handbook
and forgot humanity.
So resist them with a question.
Resist them with a song.
Resist the little comfort that requires you to belong.
Kafka-Esque, when compassion needs a license and affection needs a form. Kafka-Esque, when the state becomes your shelter, then declares itself the storm.
Raise your voice, but not a throne. Break the cage, but leave the soul alone.
Give me life, untidy, loud and free. Human, flawed and gloriously.
Kafka-Esque.
But listen, do not tear down their great palace just to paint the prison red. Do not crown another savior who decides what fills your head.
Do not trade one set of slogans for a newer, louder set.
Do not call revenge a future. Do not build perfection yet.
What shall we build?
A table with an empty chair, a door that opens either way, a law that knows it may be wrong, a town where fools are free to say
The wrong thing,
and learn
the foolish thing,
and change
the dangerous thing,
and answer for it.
answer for it.
Not every wound must be erased. Let there be arguments at supper. Let the trains arrive too late. Let a neighbor paint his doorway in a color you might hate. Let the preacher doubt his sermon. Let the teacher lose the thread. Let the people choose their errors and be answerable instead. Give us mercy without ledgers.
Give us duty without change.
Give us help that leaves us standing.
Give us joy that leaves us staying.
Make it human,
Make it human.
not efficient.
Make it human.
Man, we do not need a flawless world. We need a world where flaws may breathe, where no one owns another's dream, and no one must pretend to believe.
Kafka-Esque.
Let the sirens call us reckless. Let the records call us wrong.
Kafka-Esque.
We will answer every warning with a louder human song.
Raise your voice, but not a throne.
Break the cage, but leave the soul alone. Give me life, untidy, loud and free. Human, flawed and gloriously.
Kafka-Esque.
No more futures made compulsory
No more love.
by regulation.
Kafka-Esque.
We choose doubt and disagreements for the perfect suffocation.
Make it human. Make it human.
No final plan.
No perfect man.
Make it human.
Make it human.
No sacred file can own a smile.
Raise your voice, but not a throne.
Break the cage, but leave the soul alone. Give us streets and songs and bad capes, second chances, foolish days, unapproved and unrehearsed. Sometimes better, sometimes worse.
Give us truth that may be questioned.
Give us love that may refuse. Give us all the imperfection that a living world must choose.
Human.
Flawed and free. Kafka-Esque. Your objection has been noted.
Kafka-Esque.
son, you came back through the doorway with no officer in sight. You could have run into the darkness, but you chose the lawful light. You have wandered with the reckless, you have listened to their noise. Still a man may lose his judgment without losing every choice.
He came home. He came home.
That is loyalty. There is comfort in a boundary. There is mercy in a chain. There is wisdom in a warning that prevents a little pain. Men who dream of perfect freedom never mention what it costs. Every road without a signpost, every frightened soul gets lost. You fear getting something wrong, son, that is not a thing to hide. Fear is merely good intention with experience at its side. Play it safe. Play it safe. When the world is dark and wide, there is virtue in obedience. There is shelter on our side. Play it safe. Know your place. Let the rules decide your fate. You may never reach for heaven, but you will not fall from grace.
Amen.
Play it safe.
Amen.
They sang songs about resistance, very stirring, very loud. People love a bold rebellion when responsibility's a crowd. Did they tell you who brings breakfast when the glorious fighting's done? Who will number all the widows? Who will bury everyone? No, they handed you a slogan and a torch they would not hold. Then they called your doubt a weakness when your blood began to cold. But you came back of your own will. You still know what must be true. A good man keeps his promises, and the state has kept you too.
Play it safe. Play it safe.
Let the wiser hands provide. There is virtue in obedience. There is shelter on our side.
Play it safe. Bow your head.
Let tomorrow come in date. You may never change the system, but you will not tempt your fate.
Amen. He came home. Amen.
Rules are not a punishment. Rules are love made legible. A railing does not hate the child, it stops from falling through. A lock does not oppress the door, it tells the door what doors should do. A form does not deny the soul, it asks the soul to write quite small. And freedom without supervision is just falling with applause.
Save him from the open road. Save him from the great unknown.
You do not need to be a hero. Heroes rarely live to learn. You need only sign the statement, name the names, and then return. Not betrayal,
Clarification,
not revenge.
administrative care.
Give us every rebel meeting. We will make the danger fair. I know conscience can be noisy. Mine was once a noisy thing. Then I placed it in the service of a larger reckoning. Now I sleep without deciding. Every answer comes prepared. There is peace in never wondering whether one has truly cared.
Play it safe.
Play it safe.
Play it safe. Oh.
You came back because you're decent. You came back because you knew that a man who loves his country does what frightened men must do. There is no shame in surrender when surrender proves you're wise. There is no sin in naming names when names prevent surprise.
Play it safe, play it safe.
Let the righteous rules provide.
There is virtue in obedience.
There is glory on our side.
Play it safe,
Know your place. Let the law pronounce you great. You came crawling back from freedom. That is loyalty to the state.
loyalty.
Loyalty.
He returned before too late.
Sign the names, confess the dream. Tell us who began the song.
Play it safe,
Play it safe.
and we shall prove you still belong.
Play it safe.
Play it safe,
Place your conscience in our care. We will bear the weight of choosing what you think and what you dare. You were frightened of the rebels. You were frightened of the state. But a man need fear no judgment if he helps us choose his fate.
play it safe.
Use black ink.
Neil, don't look at me like that. You knew what they would do. A rule ignored by one poor man becomes a rule ignored by two. And then there's three, and then there's crowds. And crowds are hard to file. So punishment is necessary. It keeps the records in good style. You did the right thing coming back. You spared them all the chase. A sentence is not cruelty. It helps the state to save its face. You did the right thing. You did the wise thing. You put your fear where fear belongs. You chose the safe road, you bore the right load. You proved that loyal men can still be wrong. So hold your head still, sign where the pen will. Let them correct what you became. You did the right thing, the hard, polite thing, and punishment will clear your name. They say your cell is temporary. The form says length unknown. They've given you a blanket, and the spoon is partly your own. You'll have reflection every morning, supervised from 8 till 10. They'll teach you how to stop imagining, then teach you how again. And I'll come back when I am permitted. I've applied for every week. There's only 6 months waiting for approval to speak. You did the right thing, you did the brave thing. You came when decent people call. You chose correction above affection. You placed the common good above it all. So do not fight it, do not invite it. A private dream can spread like flame. You did the right thing, the clean, contrite thing, and punishment will clear your name. The corridor is colder once the iron door is shut. I hear the lock behind me, and something in me will not. No, that is only fatigue, a passing fault of nerve. The system is imperfect, but imperfect systems serve. I did the right thing, reporting him. I followed every line. I gave them every word he said. The choice was never mine. I did the right thing, I did the wise thing. I kept my heart within its place. I chose the safe road, I bore the right load. I helped the state preserve its face. So why am I shaking? Why is it breaking? This little order in my brain. I did the right thing, the hard, polite thing. I did the right thing. Say it again. At the fountain, water rose without permission from below. No clerk instructed where it fell. No notice taught the stream to flow. It struck the stone and changed its shape. Not all at once, but day by day. The stone stood firm, the water moved. Neither asked the state which way. And Neil had looked at me like that, as if one life could be designed by one who built and chose and worked and would not lease away his mind. A person need not rule the world. A person need not kneel. Perhaps the only honest life is one a person makes real. No. The fountain is a plumbing feature. Water has no point of view. Stone cannot commit sedition. That is obvious. That is true. I did the right thing, I did the safe thing. I kept the proper world intact. I chose correction above affection. I acted only on the fact. So stop the fountain, seal up the fountain. It's water makes the stone look free. I did the right thing, the right thing. Then why does it keep running through me? Tomorrow I will file a notice. Public fountain causes doubt. And if they ask who made the complaint, I'll leave that section out.
I kept my head down. I kept my eyes on the line. I kept my hands on the paperwork and called the fear fine. They told me that was wisdom. They told me that was peace. Then one side locked me in a cell, and one side picked the keys. The state said, know your station. The rebels said, choose ours. One gave me forms in triplicate. One gave me flags and flowers. One promised perfect order. One promised perfect flame. Both asked me for obedience, then changed the badge and name. And Sheila stood between them with pity in her eyes, saying, Neil, just do the right thing, as though right came standardized. They all said, trust us. They all said, wait. They all had plans for my proper fate. You all want my head down. You all want my eyes on your line. One side hands me paperwork, one side hands me dynamite. But if every road demands my soul, then neither road is brave. You all want my head down, you all want my choice denied. But I am done confusing fear with having picked a side. The state calls change protection, the rebels call rage truth. Both speak very highly of me while disposing of my youth. The state would make me harmless, the rebels make me useful. Sheila makes me feel forgiven, which is somehow more unusual. They love me as an emblem, they praise me as a case. They put my name on banners, then forget to ask my face. And every great salvation has a desk behind the choir, where someone writes the rules for who may stand beside the fire. They all say freedom, they all mean mine. They draw a circle, then call it a line. You all want my head down, you all want my eyes on your line. One side hands me paperwork, one side hands me dynamite. One says serve, one says burn. Sheila says be still, but a life that must be authorized is somebody else's will. You all want my head down, you all want me grateful too. But I am not a better man because I kneel to you. I wanted one small room, I wanted one warm light, a kettle, 2 bad curtains, and the right to get it right or get it wrong, especially wrong, and answer for the cost. Not have every human failure pre-approved or lost. I do not need a perfect world, I do not need a throne. I need the right to build a life and call the choice my own. And Sheila, you are not the state, you are not a file or sign. You were standing by the fountain and I thought your life touched mine. But you chose the rules above me. Perhaps you thought you must. You called betrayal kindness, and you filed away my trust. So let the state call me reckless, let the rebels call me tame, let Sheila call me selfish for refusing either name. I will not be their martyr, I will not be their pet. I will not trade one master for a master I have met. I won't keep my head down, I won't keep my eyes on their line. I would rather risk the wrong road if the choosing part is mine. Let them serve, let them burn, let them certify. I will take the frightening freedom to decide and fail and try. I won't keep my head down, I won't thank them for the chain. I won't call a cage a cradle just because it stops the rain. No form can hold me, no flag can own me, no lover gets to choose me for my good. No perfect answer, no final master, no life lived exactly as it should. I will lift my head now, I will look beyond the line. I will keep the risk of being wrong, because the wrong will still be mine. At the fountain, 9:15. This time I choose the time. The gates are open, the walls are down, the records burn all over town. The bells are ringing, the crowds proclaim, we won, we won, we won, we won, we won, we won. prison's empty to applause. The ministers run, the statues fall. The people cheer, the people laugh. The people climb the shattered wall. 1,000 speeches start at once. 1,000 futures now begin. 1,000 men who hated chains discover they quite like giving them. No more masters, no more fear, no more tyrants ruling here. Are you sure? No more lies, no more shame. Then why are you already choosing names? Who stood aside? Who looked away? Who helped the old world yesterday? Who gets forgiven? Who must pay? Who gets to decide? Not in my name, not another chain, not another throne, not another flag that claims a human soul. Not in my name, not another crown, not another perfect plan. If freedom means becoming them, then tear the freedom down. The crowd points fingers, lists appear. The cheers grow louder, sharp with fear. The old police have disappeared. New volunteers arrive. The uniforms are different now. The language has improved somehow. The accusations still survive. Listen, listen, I hear you. Good. Because nobody else does. A rebel grabs the enforcer. The crowd begins to close around. Someone cries, make an example. Someone else, don't let him down. A woman shouts, hero in lives. A man replies, so did they all. Another answers, just this once. And suddenly the crowd is one. Just this one. The four most dangerous words. You don't need me, you don't need leaders, you don't need symbols, you don't need saints. The minute one man becomes the answer, the question disappears. The minute one dream becomes compulsory, the nightmare reappears. Then stop it. How? You already know. Choose a side. The crowd surges. The enforcer falls. Someone raises a weapon.
Someone shouts approval.
Someone laughs.
Someone cheers.
Someone cries.
Kneel moves.
Kneel!
No!
Not again!
Not in my name.
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 What did he do?
They have put you by the fountain. The ceremony starts at 9. They wanted time to wash the pavement and correct the final line. Your banner read, "Not in my name." They've taken out the "not" for clarity. They say you died to save the cause, to keep the new world clean. They do not say you crossed the square to stand between. They call the shot a founding act. They call your blood the price. You died to stop an execution. They've made it a sacrifice. You asked them not to follow. They're queuing 2 by 2. You would not be their leader, so they made a leader out of you. The fountain still runs, the water still falls. It answers no order, no banners, no walls. It wears down the stone without asking who. The fountain keeps moving. I wish I had to. The ministry of order is the council of free will. They kept the desks and officers. The sign is different still. The cells are now called shelters, for those freedom may confuse. Confinement is protective, release is yours to lose. Your face is on the notices that tell us to unite. They quote your words on thinking freely in the version they approved last night. A living man can answer, a dead man must agree. You wanted no last word, they've made you history. The fountain still runs, the water still falls. It answers no order, no banners, no walls. It wears down the stone without asking who. The fountain keeps moving. I wish I had to. The gates are open, children laugh where people used to whisper. You would have loved that. The curfew bell is silent, no officer counts the crowd. You would have called that freedom. Then another bell begins. They form a line, they raise your face. They speak your words together at the proper time and place. For one breath, kneel, it looks as though you won. For the next, I hear the marching start again. You broke their perfect system. You proved that it could end. They took the space you left behind and made it safe again. You wanted people choosing, failing, changing, standing free. They chose to make your choice for them, just as I did. The fountain still runs, the water still falls. It answers no order, no banners, no walls. It wears down the stone without asking who. The fountain keeps moving. I wish I had to. First we asked protection from the hunger and the cold, then from danger, then from failure, then from growing old. state promised safety from the cruelty of men. The new state promises safety from becoming them again. And frightened people thank it, and frightened people kneel, and every cage is welcomed when the danger feels real. Kneel. That is what you understood. It was never only rulers who desired the perfect shelf. Humanity's oldest prayer is to be protected from itself. Kafka-Esque. The memorial is voluntary. Absence will be recorded.
They fixed us, they improved us, they perfected us to death. They promised us a world without hunger, without danger, doubt, or blame. They abolished every quarrel, they corrected every flaw. Then they found that human freedom was the final broken law. If your heart beats out a rhythm, if your dream escapes the page, if you laugh without permission, then prepare to leave the stage. Kafka-Esque. When the answer is a question and the question is a crime. Kafka-Esque. When your number signs your name and your name is serving time. Raise your voice but not a throne. Break the cage but leave the soul alone. Give me life untidy, loud and free, human, flawed and gloriously. Kafka-Esque. Do not tear down their great palace just to paint the prison red. Do not crown another savior who decides what fills your head. Do not trade one set of slogans